You don't have everything you want right now. If you think about it, you maybe have 3-4% of everything you actually want to accomplish in your life. But that's great. A lot of people see that as a bad thing. No, that's amazing. I mean, look at the other side. Imagine tomorrow morning you woke up and you had everything figured out. You knew exactly what career you're gonna do, what friends would be by your side in 5 years, what you had to do to make things work out. Life would be meaningless. It would be boring, because then the only factor that gives you motivation, that makes life exciting, that makes you want to be successful is gone. That factor is mystery. You see, you have all these dreams, all these ambitions for yourself, and you might have a plan for yourself to accomplish those things, but in reality, you don't actually ever know what will truly happen. And that's the mystery. That's the exciting part. The fact that you don't know where you'll be tomorrow, next week, in a month from now, in a year from now. You know, in 10 years, you might be living in a mansion or you might be homeless under a bridge. Who knows, man? But the thing that determines whether you'll be in a mansion or whether you'll be living under a bridge homeless is every decision you take up until that point. I've personally been into self-improvement for the past 5 years, just because I wanted to develop my mindset, my physique, but also my financial freedom, make money online. That's always been my goal. And I can proudly say I've accomplished that. Not fully, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but enough for me to not have to do another job. I'm able to work off of my phone or my computer, or wherever I want in the world, make my money, make my videos, build my career. And I've also studied and watched so many podcasts about successful YouTubers, business owners, people that made money online. And the crazy part is that from all this information, I probably watched over 5,000 hours of podcasts and stuff like that to gather information. But from all the YouTubers, the successful businessmen, etc. that I've listened to and watched, there is 4 things that I found in common across every single one. And I realized that there was some of those habits that I was already applying, but some that I wasn't. But once I started applying all 4 of them, that's when I really made progress with my goals, with my career. So I'm gonna break them down to you in my own words so that hopefully it helps you out as well. First habit is the willingness to try. No one has ever become successful without trying something. Whether that be trying to start a YouTube channel, trying to start a business, trying to talk to that person. Everything started with the action of wanting to try it, and then for whatever reason, it ended up working out, which turned into success. But trying, especially trying something new, can be scary because you're essentially stepping into the unknown. You're trying something new, you don't know if it'll work out for you or not, but you're willing to take that risk anyways, and you do it anyways. Now, a lot of people get great ideas, but they don't try things. Why don't they try? Because they're scared of the failure, the setback, wasting time. Because like, imagine if you wanted to start a YouTube channel and for 2 months you were grinding out on YouTube, uploading videos, dedicating hours every single day to learning about the video creation, the editing, etc. And after 2 months, you got no results at all. That would affect you a lot because you would feel like, damn, I just wasted so much time. I could have been doing anything else productive, yet I was doing this and I completely wasted my time. But that's exactly where it's not true. Because let's say you get a good idea, right? A really good business idea or something you want to try. And this happens to us often, where at night you get this amazing idea and you're so excited to start it. You start writing things down, and then the next morning you wake up and you don't ever do anything about it. But let's say you do try. Let's say you get the idea. Again, I'm going to go back to the example of the YouTube channel. You get an idea to start and make videos. And then for the 2 months, again, you inform yourself, you're learning about editing, you're learning about what videos you're going to make, you're making videos, you're uploading them, so on and so on. Now, after 2 months, imagine you had no results at all. Now, you might think, oh my God, I wasted my time. But you also just learned so much about social media growth, social media marketing, editing, thumbnail creation, graphic designing, and all these other digital skills that can benefit you in so many ways. So although you didn't see the results directly, you still learned so much that can benefit you later on, whether you decide to continue making YouTube videos or whether you decide to branch out and start an online agency. And then on the other side, obviously, if you get an idea and you try it and after 2 months it gets direct results, then great, it worked out. But there's never a loss. You never lose something when you're deciding to try something new, especially when it's something you're excited about. Because either you'll leave with knowledge because you just learned a bunch of new valuable information, or you'll get results from it. So regardless, it's a win-win. The second habit that I've noticed amongst all these successful people is the mindset of being optimistic. Optimism, which is essentially having a positive outlook on anything you do. You might have that friend, or maybe that friend is you, where when you guys are in a tight situation, they're always like, oh no, don't worry about it, it's gonna work out. Like when you're in a bad situation, they're always optimistic, they're positive, they know it will work work out, although the facts are saying that it's not going to work out. But that's optimism, being positive, whether you're in a good situation or in a quote unquote negative situation. But why is that beneficial when it comes to succeeding in something that you want to do? Well, imagine you're going into a new venture. You wanted to start an agency, you were excited about it, but in your head, you were not confident that it was going to work. Every morning when you woke up and you go on your computer to work on it, you're like, oh, I'm wasting time. I'm going to get no results from this. I won't be able to get this domain. This won't work. The server won't open. It's like you're already setting yourself up for failure before even starting. Now, the other side of that is optimism. Every single day when you get on your computer, when you start this venture, when you're working on it, essentially, in a way, in your head, you see it as it's already worked out. So you create the website knowing that in a few months from now, you'll have numerous clients. So it makes you confident going into anything, which in turn translates to the performance. Because how you are in here will translate to what happens out here. If you're constantly doubting yourself, well, the world will doubt you too, and you won't get the results you're looking for. Now, to be optimistic, you can't force it. You can't just look in the mirror and be like, this will work, I'm gonna do good, I'm gonna get results. Yeah, you can lie to yourself, that's completely fine, but just because you're saying it doesn't mean you actually believe it. So in order to actually believe that what you're doing will work, you need to, number one, be confident in yourself and how you're able to go about things. Number two, you need to have a good idea, because having a good idea means you have a good vision for it, and if you have a good vision for it, then you'll be optimistic about it. And number three, you need to accept failure. You need to be okay with the other side. So if you're optimistic, it doesn't mean you're resenting or you're against failing. It means you look at it also as something positive. Okay, if I fail, that's completely fine. It means it redirects me. It teaches me something new that I can reapply. So it's never a bad thing. It's just always going to set me up in a new and better direction. The third habit I've noticed among successful people is a low level of fucks given. I'm not saying not giving a fuck in the sense that you don't care what happens, you'll take crazy risks. No, but what I've noticed with myself as well and what I do is that when you're really excited about what it is you're doing, to the point where it literally becomes your main focus, when you wake up in the morning, it's the first thing on your mind, you want to work on it, you want to develop it, that makes your level of fucks given less, because you're so focused on this one thing, you want it to work out. So when it comes to, for example, asking someone a question that will benefit what you're doing, you're not going to think twice of it. You're not going to think to yourself, oh, do they think I'm being weird? Am I being too direct if I ask this question? No, in your head, this question, the answer to this question is going to benefit what I'm doing, so I'm going to ask it. And it'll also translate to the way you do things. You'll find that people that are at the top of their industry, that care so much about what they do, give less of a fuck when it comes to the risk factor. So for example, Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber in the world. And I've watched so many podcasts from him as well. But since he started YouTube, right, he was obsessed with YouTube. He got a first brand deal for $10,000. The first thing he did was call the guy and say, give me $15,000 because I want to give it away in a video. I want to give all of it away in a video because I know it'll get a lot of views. And so you as a viewer might think, yeah, okay, but he's doing that when he first started to get to the level he's at. Well, now look at his new videos. He's doing the same thing, but now in a new relative situation. Instead of doing it with $15,000, he's giving away $1 million prize. So he's not fixated on making a lot of money. He's focused on getting a lot of views. He's obsessed with YouTube. And because of that, he gives less of a fuck when it comes to doing anything else if it'll benefit his views and his YouTube channel. So he'll have razor thin profit margin because he's giving away a bunch of money, or he's using so much money to make one YouTube video. But that also correlates with the last point, which is optimism. For you to be able to do that, for you to be able to give less of a fuck and go all in on what it is you're doing, you need to be optimistic about the results, and most importantly, you need to believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, then in your head, before it even happens, you know it will work out. And because of that, you're willing to do so much more than the next guy. You're willing to invest more money and time because you, in your head, before it even happened, you know it will work out and you know you'll get results from it. And the fourth final habit and mindset that I've learned, and I'm sure you've heard this before, is to use your youth to your advantage. Because if you're watching this video and you're under 25 years old, you have the most priceless thing on this planet. Something that billionaires in their 50s would literally trade all their money to have, and that's youth. That's time. Because yes, you might have accomplished that 3-4% of what you want to accomplish in your life, but you have so much time to chase, pursue, and accomplish the rest of your dreams and your ambitions. But that's only one part of it, the fact that you're young, have energy, and have time ahead of you. The other part of it is that each generation has its thing. There was the Industrial Revolution, there was a bunch of opportunities that arose after World War II, there was the age of the internet when it first came out. Like if you would have invested into any stock in the early 2000s, platforms, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, by now you would have made 10 times what it is you invested in. So that being said, you being young in this generation, we also have our thing that has a bunch of opportunities. And if you put your foot into it right now, you can build a very strong, meaningful career that will make you a lot of money. And that thing today is the digital revolution. With social media and AI, we have never seen more young millionaires under the age of 22 than we do today. And that is because the digital revolution, social media, all these platforms, TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, have made it that for the first time in history, you could be a regular dude sitting in your room, and within a week, you can build your own personal brand, making you $10,000 a month. And I know that sounds crazy, but there is countless of people that have done that. You see people post a TikTok or a YouTube video, and the next day it has over 1 million views. So there is a door that we can take advantage of right now. And what's cool about it when it comes to making TikToks is that you can make videos about anything that you're interested in, and you'll have an audience for it. So whether you're interested in cars, if you're interested in Fortnite, if you're interested in fitness, if you're interested in makeup, if you're interested in fashion, you can make videos about it, and there's always going to be an audience for something that you're interested in. And it's literally just the beginning. Like, if you were to look at this at a chart, we are here. There is so much more to go, especially in the direction that we're going with these platforms, with AI. And that's also why, for the first time ever, I've started my own private community where I will be showing you how to start and scale a personal brand on social media. I also have my workout programs on there as well, my nutrition guides and other programs. I do a private call with you every week to track progress, answer your questions, and help you out along the way. And you get access to the private community, which connects you with other like-minded individuals looking to accomplish similar goals. So there's categories, there's chats, you can engage, ask questions, receive value. So if you want to get access to that, the first 50 members are locking in at $29 a month. So if you're one of the first 50 people, you will lock in at that price, because I want to keep it as exclusive as possible. So as soon as we hit 50 members, I will be increasing the price. So if you're watching this, you're lucky, you're ahead of the game. You can click the link in my description down below or the pinned comment. I hope this video helped you out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.